everyone. Today's practice is dedicated to the pelvic floor. And the pelvic floor is actually something that we use every single day. It's one of our deepest abdominal layers, and it helps us to keep straight. It helps us when we walk, when we breathe, and it becomes weak with time, maybe after having babies for some, but also gravity, and we are all affected by gravity. So today you just need a block. If you don't have a yoga block, grab a pillow. And we are going to start laying down on the floor with our backs on the floor in constructive rest. Have your block handy. We will use it immediately. So first of all, find yourself on the mat. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms, relax the back of the neck, the jaw. Maybe open and close the jaw a couple of times. Relax the space between the eyebrows. Feel the weight of the body on the ground. And now bring your feet so that they are as wide as your hips. Hands and arms alongside the body, and start to press the hands down and the arms down. And as you do so, you'll probably notice the collarbones opening. Nice. Find the weight of the body equally distributed between the right and the left side. And then grab your block. Place the block between the thigh, more towards your groin rather than towards the knees. Maybe you need to adjust the feet. Bring the heels a tiny bit closer to your buttocks. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're letting the breath flow freely and fully. Inhaling through the nostrils, exhaling through the nostrils. And let's start the practice by squeezing the block. So with the inhale, we relax. And as we exhale, we start to squeeze the block between the legs. Inhale, we relax the grip on the block. And then as we exhale, we start to squeeze the block using our inner thighs, our adductors. Inhale, relax, release the block. Exhale, squeeze the block between the thighs, and maybe notice how the belly moves down towards the back as you exhale. Now inhale, release the block. And now place your hands on the lower part towards your pubis bone. And now imagine you need to go to the toilet and you can't. So as you exhale, squeeze the block. And again, imagine you need to go to the toilet and you can't. So you are engaging your pelvic floor, maybe feeling the pelvic floor drawing inward and up. Nice. And you'll notice here, really towards the pubis bone, the muscles tightening. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze the block. Imagine you need to go to the loo and you can't, and draw the pelvic floor inward and upward. Inhale, release. Exhale, start to squeeze the block, bringing the pelvic floor in and up. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze, bringing the pelvic floor in and out. Beautiful. Inhale, release. And now exhale, squeeze the block, draw the pelvic floor in and out. And now come to the tippy toe and bring both knees at the same time over the hips. Now ankles are in line with the knees, flex the feet. Beautiful. Release. squeeze the block. Keep the hands where they are. They help us to feel which muscles are engaging and which are not. Nice. This is plenty. This pose is already challenging. So we are moving from easy to hard. So whenever you're finding a pose challenging, you can go back to the previous one. So if having your knees over the hips is too hard, you go back and you put your feet on the floor. Now, very important, toes point towards the ceiling, ankles in line with the knees. Now, if you bring your knees closer to you, like I'm doing, this is much easier, but you won't work as hard. So when you bring your knees, we really want this alignment, knees over the hips. And then if you really want to challenge yourself, you move the knees a tiny bit forward. But this can be a little bit challenging for your lower back. So for those who have lower back discomfort. So knees over the hips. Hands can be either alongside the body, or if you really want to feel where it's working, place your hands here towards your pubic bone. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze the block and draw the pelvic floor in and up as if you were to go to the toilet and you could not go. So you need to hold your pee basically. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze the block and draw the pelvic floor in and out. One more. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze the block and draw the pelvic floor in and out. Stay here and we make pulses. So the pulses happen within the belly. So it's these very deep muscles that are contracting. So your legs do not move. The movement happens inside. So take a deep inhale. Release the gripping of the block. Exhale, squeeze. Bring the pelvic floor in and up. Feel the belly scooping in. And now pulse for 1, pulse for 2, pulse for 3, pulse for 4, pulse for 5, pulse for 6, pulse for 7. Feel the muscles working under your hands. Pulse for 8, pulse for 9, pulse for 10. Beautiful. Nice. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Again, pulsing for 10. Inhale, release. And as we exhale, we squeeze the block. We bring the pelvic floor inward and up. And then we start pulsating. Maybe your hand on the lower belly and the other hand counts. Pulse for 1, pulse for 2, pulse for 3, pulse for 4, pulse for 5, pulse for 6, pulse for 7, pulse for 8, pulse for 9, pulse for 10. Nice. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Third and last time, I promise. Release the gripping of the blocks. And then exhale. Start to squeeze the blocks. Start to bring and draw the pelvic floor in and up. And we pulse for 1, for 2, for 3. Remember, the action doesn't happen in the legs. It happens within the deep abdominal muscle for 4, for 5, for 6. And you feel probably the muscle under your hand for 7, for 8, for 9, for 10. Beautiful. Remove the block. Nice. Bring both knees in towards your heart and rock side to side. Nice. Stretch the arms up, stretch the legs up, make wrist rolls and ankle rolls. Beautiful. Now rebend the knees. And for the next one, for those who are working with lower back issues, I suggest having your hands under your sacrum bone. You place one hand on top of it, the other, and you just create a nice support for your lower back. Everyone else, work with me. So go back to our lovely position of knees over the hips. If you need to take a break, please do so. Maybe hug your knees towards the chest. Always listen to your body. So knees over the hips, ankles in line with your knees, toes point up, squeeze the block. And now, yeah, for those with lower back discomfort, you can have the hands under the sacrum. I'm just gonna demo, yeah, so you can kind of like roll side to side, place your hands. Actually, I'm gonna demo once with the hands down. So take a deep inhale here and then exhale, squeeze the block, lower both legs towards the floor. The heels touch. Take an inhale here, exhale, come back up. Stay, inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze the block, draw the pelvic floor in and up, and then bring the legs down, heels touch. Inhale, relax and release. Exhale, squeeze the block, draw the pelvic floor in and up, and lift the knees over the hips. I'm gonna demo without the hands. Inhale here, and then exhale, squeeze the block, draw the pelvic floor in and up, and then lower the legs down. Heels touch. Inhale here at the bottom, and then exhale, squeeze the block, pelvic floor in and up, and bring the knees over the hips. Nice. Pause, inhale, and then exhale, squeeze the block, and lower the heels down. Nice. Beautiful. Inhale at the bottom, and then exhale, squeeze and lift the knees up. Two more. Inhale here at the top, squeeze the block, bring the pelvic floor in and up, and lower the heels down. Now we're going to hold the pulses. When you're down, you start pulsing. Squeeze the block, bring the pelvic floor in and up, and we pulse for 1, for 2. Maybe you can have your hands here for 3, for 4, for 5, for 6, for 7, for 8, for 9, for 10. Release. And then in exhale, break the block, pelvic floor in and up, bring both knees at the same time over the hips. And here again, hands on the lower part of the belly, draw the pelvic floor in and up, and we pulse for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, feel the belly under your hands, for 6, for 7, for 8, for 9, for 10. Beautiful. Open your arms like an airplane wing, palm facing up. Take a deep inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Move slowly, working your legs. Inhale, come back to the center, keep on squeezing the block. Exhale, twist to the left, both shoulders on the floor. Inhale, come back to center, keep on squeezing the block. As you exhale to the right, you can look at your left arm, both shoulders on the floor. Inhale to the center, keep on squeezing the block. Exhale to the side. Inhale to the center, one more. Exhale to the side. Inhale to the center, remove the block. Nice. And now we are gonna lift and lower the leg, one leg at a time. And imagine you are squeezing the block. So again, place your hands here on the lower part of the abdomen just to notice which muscles are working. Inhale, exhale, right leg lowers down towards the floor. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. We always move on the exhale. Inhale, exhale, switch. And notice, imagine you have the block, imagine keep on moving, imagine you can squeeze towards the midline, bringing everything together. Your pelvic floor is still active. And notice now that we are moving upward so that we are letting the transversus abdominis working and your obliques working. Keep on moving, lowering one leg at a time, moving on the exhale. Couple of more. And it's just a gentle touch of the heel. Remember, do not bring the knees towards the chest. I know it's very tempting. And the slower we go, the more we work these very deep muscles. Nice. Couple of more. Inhale, pose. Exhale, move. Inhale, pose. Exhale, switch. One more. Inhale, pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, both knees up. Bring the knees towards the chest, and then one hand on top of each knee, make big circles. Inhale forward, exhale, bring the knees to the heart. Inhale, the knees move away. Exhale, bring the knees towards the heart. And then change the direction of your circles without changing the breathing pattern. Inhale forward. Exhale, knees to the heart. And then place your feet on the ground. Bring the knees as close as you can to your buttocks, hands alongside the body. Press the palm down, press the forearm and the arms down to open across the chest. We're just going to take bridge pose to stretch down the front of the body. Moving with the breath on the inhale, we rise. Hips, pelvis, lower back, mid back, upper back. And when we're here, either we hold and we pull the sides of the mat, or we roll the shoulder head under, interlacing the hands under the sacrum, and we push the floor away with our hands, with the top of the shoulders and with the feet, lengthening the tailbone towards the back of the knees to create a long spine. Chin to the chest, your head is in neutral pose, and think about really opening the front of the body and opening the front of the thighs. We're going to hold the pose for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5. Exhale, release the hands and lower down on the exhale, but vertebra by vertebra, upper back, mid back, lower back, pelvis. Beautiful. Have your feet as wide as the sides of the mat, and just windshield wiper the neck one side and the other. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Both shoulders on the floor. Press through the edges of the feet as you keep on moving with the breath. Couple of more twists, and then come back to the center, and we go where we started, constructive rest. One hand on top of the heart, the other one on top of the belly. Close the eyes and connect with the breath. Long, deep breaths. And you can stay here as long as you want. I'm going to take you out of Shavasana in the next 2 breaths. Start to move the head from side to side, slowly and gently. Start to wriggle the fingers and the toes. And then roll to one side. Curl up into a fetal position and using your left hand, push the floor away and come up to sitting cross-legged. Sitting cross-legged, finding the connection between the crown of the head and your tailbone. Keep your gaze soft. Take a deep inhale, stretch the arms up towards the ceiling. Palms join at the top. Bring the hands at the heart as the chin bow. Bow to yourself. To this time you're dedicating to yourself and your well-being. Inhale, lift the head and open.